girl. That's good loving. It is. Good loving. Hello everyone. Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to take a look at this 1937 Martin D-28. So stick around. Right, boo? So stick around. Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at this 1937 Martin D-28 herringbone. And I think you're going to like this one, so stick around. And if this is your first time here visiting, please, if you like what you see and you hear, hit the like and subscribe button. We'd love to have you subscribe to the channel. So let's just get right into this one. This is a 1937 Martin D-28 herringbone, also known as the Holy Grail for a lot of us. And it's red spruce top, okay? And you have your Brazilian rosewood back and sides. And this is the nice straight grain stuff that they were using in the 1930s. It's really rare to find anything like that these days. And if you do, you're going to pay a premium for it to have a builder build you a guitar for it, but you're not going to find it in a factory guitar for sure. But back in the 30s, this is what they had. And it's, I think, one of the reasons a lot of people look back on the 30s Martins, Brazilian rosewood ones, as the grails, because the workmanship was great, but also the materials were great for back then. So looking at this one a little bit closer, let me stop right there and tell you that I've played a lot of vintage Martins, different years, from all the way, I mean dreadnoughts, from 34 right on through all the years. I think most people that appreciate these older guitars and have the opportunity to play them, and I know not everybody has that opportunity, most of us pretty much agree 1937 was the best year overall for Martin. I have never played a 37 anything, D18 or D28, either one, that just wasn't a really good guitar. And considering back then everything was handmade, that's kind of remarkable. I mean, in the years following that, I've played some that were excellent, but then I played some that weren't just excellent. They were good, you know, but for whatever reason, 1937 seemed to be the year that I don't know who was working at the factory that year that got it right, but whoever was there got it right. And this one's a fine example of that. So looking the guitar over, I can tell you its setup is pretty good on it. It's a probably about as perfect as one would want for a driving bluegrass guitar. I prefer my action just little lighter than usual. But this was not unbearable at all. It's good actually, but I would probably prefer it a little bit lower. That being said, you're not going to be able to get this one too much lower because there's not a whole lot of saddle there to work with. So, but it's good, and the fretwear is pretty well non-existent. So there's plenty of life left as it is. And I did measure the nut. It's 1 3/4 inches, which is what it should have been. But again, everything was handmade back then. So I've seen a lot of these necks that were supposed to be 1 3/4 inches that might have been a little wider or a little less wide. And this one is right on 1 3/4 inches. The feel of the neck, it's got a little bit of a V, not a sharp V, not crazy pronounced. And this isn't a particularly chunky neck. I played a lot of the vintage Martins, and most people like that. Most people like the real chunky or fatter necks. This one's, it's not skinny by any means, but it feels good for me. I like this neck. So there's that. Got that past us. And aside from that, you can see the condition of it. And by the way, this guitar is owned by Dale Owen. This is part of his collection. And when I spoke with him about this one was actually not for sale at the moment. But I'm going to put all of his information down below in the description so that if you're interested in this guitar or even talking to him about this guitar, because he loves to talk about guitars, as we all do, give him a call or shoot him an email, and I'm sure he would be happy to answer any questions about it, or just talk to you about it in general. So I'll put that information, like I said, in the description below. But this is part of Dale Owen's collection, and thank you, Dale, for letting me have the opportunity to play this thing. This is a remarkable guitar. Let's play some on this guitar now. That's what you're waiting on. You want to hear the guitar. Enough of me talking about it. So here we go. So, the tone on this guitar for me is bright, but it's also got some warmth to it, which means it's going to play fat trebles is what you want. And it rings. Still ringing. I love it. And then you got the bass bottom ends. And that's all good. For me, these type guitars shine on rhythm. I just love, they have a rumble to it. When you play this guitar, you feel it right here. And that's not every guitar, and not every vintage guitar either. Just the exceptional ones. And this one is exceptional. This one kind of has it all. I'm going to capo up a little bit now. Play it up here in A. See what happens when we move here. nice pop. I'm gonna move it up to C here. 5th fret. I like it a lot. I'll just take it off for now. Play one more thing on this thing. I'm going to try to drop D. I've had this guitar here for a couple of days now, and I've played it a little bit. But this is the first time I've dropped the D, so I don't know what it's going to sound like. Yeah, this is a good one. Like I said, descriptions below if you want to talk to Dale Owen about this guitar or any other guitars. He's got a lot of guitars for sale that are nice guitars. This one is a Grail. You don't see many of these. But look him up, and thanks for watching the channel. We hope you've enjoyed this. Thank y'all.